What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Catching Limits. Today I'm with Outdoors with Dev. I'm back with Devin. He's got his own YouTube channel. He's going to be filming today as well. I'm going to leave a link to his YouTube channel as well as today's video so that y'all can watch from his angle. He's just right up the creek from me with his dad. But anyways, y'all, today is Heritage Day. Today is April the 1st and we are fishing a creek that is absolutely slam loaded with trout, and they've put all three species in, and it is 9 o'clock now, so we are going to waste no more time. We are going to start casting. Let's see if we can find some fish. I'm surprised we haven't netted one yet. Oh yeah, there we go. It's a nice brook. Oh, come here. There he is. Heck yeah, y'all. That is number one for the day. I watched him come up to the top and eat it, man. Holy smokes. Second brook hung out of this hole. Wow. This is shaping up to be a pretty awesome day. That's on that new head that I tied on. That's the white 64th ounce and a white mini minnow. If they will calm down. He is angry. He's tearing up my lure too. Oh, okay, cool. We'll take that. Hook popped out on its own. Alrighty, y'all. He is going to get the release. There he goes. Pretty freaking cool. And there's more big fish swirling. Oh my gosh. Today we are going to be using new jig heads that I bought from my local Sportsman's Warehouse. These are 64th ounce, just regular old painted ball head jigs, but they look much stronger than those trout magnet heads, and I really like the extra color. And the eye. I really think that's going to increase my success rate today. Going to be trying out these on the NRV Baits. I don't know how they're going to perform. Never seen them before actually, but peanut craft lures. Let's see how they do. There we go. I don't know how well I have him hooked. Oh, yep. Heck yes. Another one on that. There he is. Oh boy, they're heating up, man. They are heating up. That's the fourth one that has come out of this hole. And shockingly, we were able to get onto this hole by ourselves. We don't have any competition as of yet. I'm sure it will get crazier as the day goes on. Don't tear up my jig. There we go. Unhooked. And he's gonna go right on back. Heck yes. Awesome. That's number two. Loving these new jigs. They're pretty freaking awesome. On that white mini minnow. All I'm doing is I've got a set amount of line out. I'm using my left hand to pull the jig back to me and twitching it with my right hand, and then every once in a while letting it drop and die. A lot of times these fish will hit on the fall. There we go. That's a good one right there. Man, he is so mad. Might actually be a citation. He ain't as big as the one you hung that first fish. That first fish you hung, holy smokes. I think he's just a hard fighting regular fish. It's a good fish, but he's not. Yeah, look at that joker. He is not the happiest camper. Oh, my phone's not cooperating with me because it's wet. There we go. Pretty cool. Y'all, if you want to see all the pictures that I take, you can find them located on Catching Limits at Facebook. We also try to update the Instagram as often as we can, but all of the fish get posted to Facebook every single time. Man, that hook just barely was in there. Although he's been sitting in the net for a little bit, so it's a possibility that he came loose. Pretty cool right there. Thanks for the fight, dog. That's number 3. for these new lures. Man, I'm really loving this new lure, this new jig head. Unfortunately, he kind of messed up my jig, so we're gonna have to replace it real quick. So we've been catching them on white, but I'm gonna switch up to the pink creek bug. So we're going right in through the top. We're going down through the body, all the way to the last segment. You want to try to stay as center as you can to make that creek bug look as naturally as possible when it's coming through the water. Something I really love about these new lures is that they have a bait holder part. As trout magnets, they're just a bare hook to a head and an eye of the hook. These have a bait holder, so hopefully they'll hold my lure further up. There we go. I'll pop that down through there. Same method. Let my left hand help me pull the line back. Shoot. I'm using the right hand to jig my rod and give that lure a little bit of an action. There we go. That's a rainbow. He's not fighting hard enough though. I got too much slack. I've got too much slack. Oh, I'm in trouble. Crap. I'm gonna have to let this fish get off. There we go. That was a mess. Just a little rainbow. Solid little fish. Pretty little fish. Pink creek bug. There we go. Hook is out. Awesome. Looks like I didn't tear up the creek bug too badly. And he is going to go right on back. There he goes. That's too cool. There's another one. Devin's dad's got another one. Man, they are turning on right now. We've got our jig all hooked up. Loving these new jig heads. Loving them. Unfortunately, because of this rain, it's not letting me cast very far. So I have to use this method of pitching it with my hands. There we go. Come on, dude. There we go. Little joker. Oh, 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 oh. Ow! My hook's hung up. There we go. Just a little joker. Back-to-back casting, though. Y'all, this is just... whatever it is, my phone does not like. Might not be sensing my finger. It's a little bit mangled right now. If he will sit still for just a second, I will get that hook right out your mouth, buddy. And if you will look at me. There we go. Shoot. Oh, I'm tearing up my creek bugs. Oh, hooks come out. Alrighty. There he goes. Swim free, buddy. And enjoyed the fight. It looks like my creek bug is going to survive another fish. It doesn't look great, but that's what we're going to keep fishing with. This creek bug ain't looking too hot. Let's get it right back to him. He's probably not going to hit again, but we can always try. Got him. I watched him come up and eat it. Another solid brook. Man, they put in so many brooks. I am not complaining, y'all. I'm making an observation today. And because that hook is in such a good position, we're gonna go ahead and get it out before we get the picture. Okie dokie. Pink creek bug, man. Pink and white are absolutely destroying them. He's gonna go back nice and easy. And we're gonna try to keep it up with this particular creek bug, but it's not looking too good, so we might have to retire it. So far we've used white. We've used the white jig head with the white, pink, and black colored creek bugs, and I've done pretty well. I'm pretty impressed. But the paint, I've caught so many fish now, or these fish have been so ravenous that they've knocked the paint off of my jig head. So what we're gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to see how well the other colors work. So I've got a green here, green jig head, one of those peanut something lures, I can't remember. I do not endorse them. Well, I do endorse them. I'm not sponsored by them. This is a more accurate term, but whatever works for me, I want to relay to y'all to increase your success. And put it up on that jig head just like that, and hopefully that is going to tear them up. So I had to break off that pink mini minnow, or the pink creek bug. It's over there on the tree. I don't know if y'all are able to see it. It's like right here. So I've changed it up. I've put the green head back on, but I've changed up to a green mini minnow. And when I first started fishing, I was catching them on a white mini minnow. So I know the mini minnow style is gonna work. We just gotta see if they want this green. It's a color I haven't quite thrown yet. So a lot of times you find the color that you haven't thrown, you can catch fish on it. There we go. Bring it through the deep part of that hole. There we go. There's old brookie that wanted that green. Man, I don't know that he's hooked too well. We're gonna go ahead and get him in. Boy, that jig head, man, is looking good. There we go. Awesome little brookie. Been a little bit since we caught one. Bite's definitely getting tough. It's not wham bam thank you ma'am anymore like it was when we first started. Whew! He took off out of there mad. That's pretty cool. I think that's 6 right there. That is 6 fish in about, I don't know, we've probably been fishing for 20 minutes. We've been fishing for 40 minutes. 6 and 40 minutes is not bad. I'll take that any day of the week. Pretty cool. On a gorgeous spring day. Cannot ask for anything better. I enjoy this rain. Oh, yep, okay. Didn't even have to jig that one. He hit it on the fall. As I was saying, this rain has actually helped make the creek a little bit higher, and it's a little dirty. You can see about 6 inches under the water, and that's about it. Can't see a whole lot more than that. Gorgeous fish right there. Actually, my hook might have just popped out. Oh, yep, sure enough. Awesome. I'm gonna get the hook out of there, and he's gonna go right on back. Sweet. That's pretty awesome. This murky water has allowed us to be up here. I am wearing camouflage clothing, but this murky water is making it difficult. These fish can't see us. If we can't see them, most times they cannot see us. And so far we are standing right here on the side of the creek, out in the middle in the open, and we're able to catch fish. So really enjoy this rain, and it's cooled it off a little bit. So always a plus to be fishing in comfortable weather. I think we can keep getting these fish. Might have to continue changing lures, but I think we can keep getting them. I like that contrast between that green head and that brown body. It looks sweet. Drop that down, start jigging it back to us. It's possible that we'll get a brown on this color. Brown on a brown. There's a fish. A pretty solid brook. Not quite citation size, but he is close. Oh, that's a heavy joker. Oh, hook has popped out. I don't think we're gonna keep today. got fish at home. We don't need any more in the freezer. But it is nice to be out here catching fish with good people. He's gonna swim right on back. Appreciate it, buddy. Good fish there. Very happy with that one. But there's still some bigger fish in here. So, hopefully, they are interested in my lure. Oh, shoot. Oh my gosh. It's a healthy rainbow. Holy smokes. I don't see my jig. Oh, there it is. He took it deep. There we go. Heck yes. Man, what a stud rainbow. Crushed that thing and then came running at me. What a fish. Oh, I just had a drop of water go right down the back of my neck. Cool. Unhooked. He is going to try to be released as healthy and happily as he can. Turn over. There he goes. Heck yeah, y'all. That's the second rainbow I've caught. If we could find some brown trout in here, we could complete some slams. So we've now used the white jig head, the green jig head, and we're going to put on this pink jig head if we can. This creek bug's pretty mangled. I don't know if it'll be able to last. Brown creek bug, pinkish red head, and a nasty torn up brown creek bug. It's gonna be tough, but it's possible we can make it happen. That's a brook. That's a citation.
This man has been killing me.
Let's see if we can land him. And it kicked the hook. Oh my gosh, dude, what a football. Whew, y'all. What a fish. Gorgeous citation brook. Man, unfortunately, if y'all can see that, there's my creek bug on the other side of his mouth. Just a tank football right there. And y'all, I think we are going to take this one home. So we can get a picture of him real quick. Awesome. Alrighty, y'all. Killing it back here in the back. Uh-oh. Man, what a gorgeous, gorgeous fish. There you go. There's a good image of that brown creek bug right in the side of his mouth. What a fish. Yeah, most of the fish were right here. Got one.
I was about to say, I swear I was down there getting nicked.
Yeah, there might be some fish in here. It's like what, the first cast? Was that the first cast? It's not a very big one, but it's a pretty little brook. The sun is out, there's very little wind, and there's no more rain. So I am happy. Happy, happy, happy. Alrighty. There we go. Sweet. Black creek bug, tearing them up. Oh! Whoo! Dude, I'm sorry.
No.
He hit that thing so hard. He hit it. Come on. He hit that. Oh, shoot. Come on, no, don't scare your buddies now. Don't tell your buddies about what's going on down here. That's a gorgeous fish. I started, do you remember me sending a picture of those new jig heads?
Yeah.
I started using those today. I don't think I'll ever use a trout magnet head again.
The ones you got from like Fortress?
Yeah. I'll never, oh shoot. Well, there goes my black creek bug. Really didn't have him hooked that deep. Cool beans. Sweet. That is number 11 on the day, I believe.
Got one.
Heck yeah, buddy.
Nice one, nice one. Ooh.
Holy smokes.
Ooh,
Oh my gosh.
ooh, we got a nice one, guys. Oh, nice one. That Carter netted for me. Heck yeah.
Awesome fish,
What a
dude.
dude right here. The best. Mr. Catching Limits.
That's a rainbow for you.
Fourth of the day. Nice rainbow. We're gonna get him unhooked in the net and then Mr. Carter release him. See y'all on the next one.
Surprised there's nothing right on the back side of this tree.
That's why I started back there.
There's almost always fish holding in this. There's a deep pool right here behind this tree. It's deep. There we go. Yep.
Oh, that's a good one. There's another citation.
No, I think it's a rainbow.
It's a big old rainbow.
I don't think I was deep enough. Still coming. There we go. Yeah, it is. That is a chunk rainbow. I think I'm gonna put him with the other brook that I kept.
Did that dude not take your brook?
No, he said he already had 5, and if he kept his, then he couldn't fish anymore. So he told me not to give it to him. Y'all, that is number 12. That black creek bug is tearing them up in this hole. I have a feeling there's more in here. Oh, I thought that was a fish. I'm gonna get him on the stringer with the other, or in the cooler with the other brook that I kept this morning, and we're gonna see how many more we can catch out of this hole.
I didn't even know that still I knew I saw something coming.
It's another nice rainbow. It's not as big as the other one, but he's decent. Yep, this has been a pretty dang good day, surprisingly. I've heard some horror stories. I don't know that this has been a pretty decent day. And you know this is a hole that's already been hit. Come on, dude. There we go. Sweet. Alrighty. He is gonna go back. If he'll escape the net. Come on, dude. There we go. There he goes. I didn't take a picture of him. Shoot. That's alright. We got plenty of pictures from today. Alrighty. That was on that black creek bug and the green new hook. Just letting that current take it right on down. Holy crap. I didn't know I had him. I was trying to pull my line back in to cast. Well, shoot. Pink is... He ate pink. No, they're just tough to catch. Pink. Come on, man. There we go. Alrighty, he is gonna go right on back. I've lost count. That's like 13 or 14. All I know is it's been a pretty dang good day, y'all. Can't ask for anything better than this.